In today's episode, we're going to be talking about suffering. Do you have to suffer in order to get to the other side of recovery? In order to achieve sobriety, is suffering a part of that equation? You guys, I'm so glad you're here. My name is Enoch Fossum. I'm a marriage and family therapist who specializes in addiction. And before we jump into things, I have a free community that you can join through the link down in the description. And for those of you who are already a part of it, weeks 1 through 4 are already available in the free program. So I'm working on a 12-week program for free, and I'm never gonna charge for it. It's gonna be free. If you're watching this video 10 years down the line, dude, it's still free. And so join the community, and you can now go through weeks 1 through 4, and you can get a head start before I completely finish it. I figured I'm not gonna just wait until I'm done with every single week before I release it, because I'll just stay ahead of the curve. And as long as you guys are actually doing what you're supposed to and staying on task with each week, then yeah, you won't pass me as far as when each week is ready. So anyway, that is live currently. If you're watching this, it's ready to go, weeks 1 through 4. So join the community down below, and you can click on the classroom up at the top, and you'll see it. It's right there. I'm also in there trying to, I haven't looked into it a ton, but there's gonna be a place where you can schedule a consultation or even book a session with me. Those won't be free, you'll have to pay for those. But if you do want to schedule some time with me, then you will be able to in there eventually. So if you're watching this and it's not in there, then I just haven't figured it out yet. But I'll look more into it. But you should be able to and will be able to schedule something with me through the link down in the description underneath the community link. That's going to be the place where you can go for now to schedule some time to meet if you want. All right, so recovery and suffering. This comes from a video I saw of Ben Affleck talking about his recovery journey. I think he was a super alcoholic. He was an alcoholic, and he is now a recovered alcoholic, or would he say recovering? I don't know where he's actually at in that whole recovery process and his journey. This is only from a video that's kind of out of context, I'm sure. But what he talks about is that recovery is on the other side of suffering. And he said something along the lines of that one day he realized that enough was enough. Okay, he woke up, hit rock bottom, enough was enough. He realized that his alcoholism ruined his relationship with his kids, and that's what really just rock solid hit the brick wall. And he realized, all right, like, I'm done, enough is enough. He went through years of AA meetings, recovery, rehabs, all of the things. And one day just woke up, enough is enough. But he says if you want to become sober, you have to suffer. So I want to get your thoughts. Before you go any further, put down in the comments, is that true? Do you have to suffer? Now, obviously, I don't think there's a right or wrong answer to this. Here's my answer. No, I don't think you have to suffer. And if you've listened to a couple of my episodes, especially in the past couple of weeks, right? I believe that suffering is a choice at the end of the day. So think about that second arrow analogy, right? If you go back a couple episodes, I've done 2 or 3 episodes on this now. There's a video on the analogy of the second arrow. And there you'll understand kind of where I'm coming from. But suffering is a choice. Now, that doesn't mean that recovery isn't going to be painful, because it is. Life is painful. You're going to have painful events, painful experiences, and those are going to be uncomfortable. And so don't mix up suffering with just feeling uncomfortable or with pain, because there are 2 arrows in the second arrow analogy, right? The first arrow represents pain, just your average run-of-the-mill pain that you're going to experience on a day-to-day basis even. But in recovery, pain can look something like having a slip, right? You PMO after not watching porn for 2 weeks, but you have a slip. Like That's painful. That hurts. But if you decide, based on your reaction, will be the deciding factor if you suffer or not. How you react to this painful event. So if you feel like you are suffering, then I want you to take a step back. I believe that your focus is in the wrong place if you feel like you're suffering. You're focused on the wrong things. Now let's talk about for a minute what recovery is. What is it? And what does it look like? Because when you think of recovery, stop for a second and think, what do you think about? What is recovery? Is it painful? Is it boring? What is recovery to you? I believe that recovery is consistent. That's not necessarily the definition of recovery, but one of the biggest keys of recovery is consistency. And I've talked about that quite a lot, right? The three major things you need in recovery is time, consistency, and your dedication to the process. Those three things will get you there. But recovery can feel boring. You don't have to wake up every day and think, oh my gosh, this is incredible. I'm in recovery. This is awesome. Now, obviously, each day that goes by that things like pornography are not in your life, that's a good day, right? But you're going to wake up some days and think, man, I don't feel like going through the motions right now. I don't want to. I don't want to wake up and do my affirmations. I don't want to wake up and focus on my values. I want to go back to what's comfortable. I want to go back to what I know. I don't want to try and change who I am anymore. And those feelings, those thoughts, they will show up. They will show up through this recovery process. So know that when they do, that's normal, dude. You're good. So how do we enjoy this process then? The process of recovery, the process of becoming. One of my favorite quotes is, where focus goes, energy flows. Okay, I'll say it again. Where focus goes, energy flows, baby. So when all you focus on is, man, I can't watch porn right now. I have to make it to day X, right? I have to make it to day 10, 20, 30. I gotta make it to day 90. Just one more day. Hold on. All you're doing at that point is focusing on porn, or rather just the lack thereof. But your main focus is still pornography. Does that make sense? All of your energy is directed to porn. It's just the absence of, but it's still porn that you're focusing on. So no wonder you feel so exhausted. No wonder you feel like your willpower is always drained, and you wake up and you're just like, oh my gosh, I can't do this anymore. And then you think, oh, just one more day, right? And you hold on. You hold on. It's called white knuckling. You just hold on. By the way, you like my fingernails? That's right. Girl dad. You know it. So how do you enjoy the process then? How do you enjoy recovery? Or at least, how do you not suffer through it? You may not have to enjoy it, but how do you not suffer? I believe that the answer is in your focus. When you focus on the person you want to become, joy is found therein, my friend. Now, does joy mean that you wake up and you're all hunky-dory? Like, oh man, this is amazing, right? Again, like, oh dude, I'm in the middle of recovery. This is awesome. This is so great. I can't wait to go just win the day right now. No, I don't think that's necessarily what joy means. But joy, in and of itself, is finding fulfillment in life and living in congruence with your values, living in harmony with the person that you want to be. That is joy. So how do you find joy, or how do you enjoy the process? By focusing on who you want to become and what it takes to get there, not by focusing on who you don't want to become. That can make all the difference in this journey that you're on, in trying to become this person that you want to be. It's that, your focus. When you wake up each day, what is your focus on? Is your focus on what can I do to become the person that I want? Or is it on what can I do to become the person, or to not become the person I don't want to be? Huh? Think on that one. You guys, that's really all I have for you. I know it's a short one. I feel like my episodes are getting shorter and shorter. If you like the short content, let me know. If you like the longer episodes, like 25 to 40 minutes plus, then let me know. And I'm happy to do more of those as well. So, love you guys. You rock. Have a great week.